Richard Harrison here with another video. Are you interested in MyEcon benefits? Well, in this video, we're going to explain to you the benefits of having MyEcon and what MyEcon has to offer. So what I want to do right now, thank all of my subscribers, all of y'all who have just subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified of other videos that I may do. So get ready right now. I'm going to turn it over to Brian and let him explain the benefits of MyEcon or MyEcon benefit, and then I'm going to come back at the end of this video and close it out. So I'll see you at the end of the video. Enjoy and pay close attention.
My name is Brian Bean, proud founder of Mentor to Millions Incorporated, where I basically teach people that there's no longer a secret to success. And what that means is, if you really want the secret to success, it's really tied up in your daily routine and hard work. But tonight we're going to talk about finances. We're going to talk about getting money as an issue out the way in 2019. We're going to talk about all these different things that I really think people miss that they didn't teach you in schools. We're going to pull the veil back a little bit and uncover the things that wealthy people do that people who are not as wealthy just don't do. And you know what it boils down to? A lack of education. When you think about it, wealthy people just know something that people without money just don't know. You know, and there's a big difference between being broke and being poor. I'll get into that when we actually get started, but I just wanted to, well, let me get into it now before I forget. I've been broke before, man. I mean, down and out, right? I didn't know if I was going to rob Peter or Paul. So instead of them robbing me, I had to figure I'd rob them first. So people say robbing Peter to pay Paul. I was trying to rob Peter and Paul. And that's because I didn't have any money. But that was just broke. You know, if you don't have any money right now or the money that you want, that's just a temporary state of mind. That's not who you are. You're just in a situation right now that could be better. Well, poor is a state of mind. Broke is the temporary situation. Poor is a state of mind. So we're going to show you is not no longer how to think like a poor person thinks. If that's what you're doing, is keeping your blessings from coming forward. But we're going to show you how to go ahead and get on the other side of money using strategy. I'm going to do something a little different tonight. Okay, so for the next 4 days, I'm doing these live webinars to kind of give people a better understanding on, people say, Brian, you made $1 million in your 20s and was very, very blessed and fortunate to retire. Then I lost $1 million. Where the hell did my money go? And then I got it back and started becoming more financially successful once I got my mind set about money and my strategies right in my 30s. So I want to share with you guys tonight different aspects of income shifting. Last night on Monday, you can go back and see on my timeline, you can go back and see some of the things that I stressed as it relates to inflation and taxes and debt and the calendar and how big business robs you of your wealth. Tonight I'm going to focus on something a little different. So each webinar, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now today is Tuesday the 15th. Dr. King's birthday. Happy birthday, Dr. King. I'm not even standing in front of this room talking to this beautiful audience if it were not for people like Dr. King and all the supporters and all the people who fought for the right for me to be here today. So definitely shout out to Dr. King today. Being a Morehouse graduate myself, he is a little extra something. But with that being said, today is Dr. King's birthday, Tuesday. I'm doing another one tomorrow night, which is Wednesday, and I'm doing another one on Thursday. And I'm going to give you different aspects of what my mentor taught me, who's earned over $900 million, $600 million in business. Can you imagine that? Not 6 figures, not 7 figures, not 8 figures, but 9 figures. I'm trying to think about that for a minute. So the idea here, I'm going to do more talking than you have to worry about these slides and these different things. So don't worry about the visual if you can't really see it or if you're driving. But listen to what I'm saying, because I didn't rebound and get back 7 figures, net worth, income, top 5% in the country because I was smart. I got it back because I followed a plan. And here's a good note for you guys to start with. If you don't have a plan for your money, somebody else does. So the question becomes, what's your money plan? What's your money plan? If you put your city in the comments and where you're from, type that. What is my money plan in the comments? Because this society in this country will plan your money out for you, which means they're going to take it if you don't have a plan in place already. So I'm going to quickly go over some of the things I went over last night, Monday the 14th. If you missed it, It's on my personal timeline. You can go back and see those things. But I'm going to spend more detail tonight on how to kill what the number one income killer is in your life right now. The number one income killer, and how to overcome that quickly. So as a recap, last night I talked about 2 financial objectives that everybody should have. Here's the shorthand, here's the cliff notes. 1, your current lifestyle is paid for by your job. 2, your future lifestyle is paid for with your investments. If you don't have any investments, that means you'll be working for the rest of your natural life. You gotta have some investments. You gotta have something that's working for you, so you won't always work for money. Write this down in your notes or type it in the comments. Something has to work, just not me. That's big. When I got that, that was another epiphany for me. Something has to work, just not me. So if you're working for every dime, guess what? You'll have to work the rest of your natural life. You got to make up your mind right now, man. I'm not going to work until I die. That's just not going to happen. But most Americans, they work until they die. So you got to say to yourself, man, when am I going to start doing the traveling and things that I claim I'm going to do? How long have I been claiming that one day? Y'all, look, one day is today. I always tell people, I own a training company, so I do a lot of motivational speaking. And one of the lines I always open with is, yesterday, you were calling today tomorrow. That's what you were saying. Tomorrow, I'm going to do this. Tomorrow, I'm going to do that. Tomorrow, I have to do this. Well, that was yesterday. Now, tomorrow, you'll be calling today yesterday. So if yesterday you were calling today tomorrow, and tomorrow you'll be calling today yesterday, then all you really have is today, because yesterday and tomorrow are today. You are where you are today because of some mistakes you made yesterday, and you're going to be where you're going to be tomorrow because of what you do today. So let's go ahead and make this happen. I'm not the Riddler, but that's just a profound thing I tell everybody, and it'll make you think about time a little bit different. So if you don't have any investments right now, when will you ever? There's some people who, no matter how much money they have, how little money they have, they still invest a little. And there's some people who, no matter how much money they have, they invest nothing. So why is it that a teacher, an educator who may not make as much as a doctor or a lawyer can invest just as much and be just as wealthy than a lawyer who makes all this money but is out splurging? It's mindset. So you got to have something today, call a job or a business that helps you generate the current lifestyle. And you got to have something tomorrow, called investments, so you won't work until you die. That's what you got to do. Now, there are 4 things we went over yesterday keeping you from making this happen. So each night this week, Monday through Thursday, I'm going to emphasize different things. We talked about inflation. The value of your dollar is dropping. If you don't believe me, $20 in gas 10 years ago took you to half a tank. $20 in gas today, same 20, same color, same paper. And you get the needle to move a milliliter. Because $20 doesn't carry you like it used to. So it's the same paper. It's the same president. What happened? The dollar loses value because business owners determine how much things cost. So if they can always go up on their prices anytime they feel like it and there's no stopping it, then you got to be able to go up on your income. So your dollar's not worth as much as it used to be. You can see that with the grocery store, how many grapes you get per pound, right? Like, I know I got more than 3 grapes. You're like, well, not if they $3 a pound. You know, $3 a grape, right? So what you got to do is understand food, groceries, daycare, gasoline, healthcare. Everything is up. So even when you get a cost of living raise, it doesn't feel like it because your money's down. You see? So it's a big, big difference. You get a pay raise and you're like, man, I got married. We should be doing better. No, because you forget, this happens every day. Inflation happens 24/7. Your raise happens every 24 years. Okay? Taxes. This is the one I'm going to show you in a second. This is the emphasis tonight. The big elephant in the room is taxes. Now, people miss this. When I teach you these techniques tonight, we're not talking about tax evasion. People always bring up the worst scenario in the world. You know, man, Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes. Wesley went to jail for them taxes. I'm not talking about Wesley Snipes. That's called tax evasion. Lauryn Hill, Willie Nelson. Look, we're talking about tax minimization, not tax evasion. All right? I don't mind paying my taxes. I want the government to be able to have enough money to sustain certain government regulated bodies. Here's what I tell people, since our emphasis is taxes tonight. I want you to think about this. The FAA, right, controls the airways. When you fly in an airplane, they got the coordinates, the towers, and everything else in place to help you go on this latitude, this longitude. In other words, the space is regulated by the government. I need y'all to make sure I land safely, and I need to make sure these air traffic controllers and everybody that works for the FAA gets me from point A to point B safely. You know what that is? Your tax dollars. If somebody break into my house and I don't catch them first, I need the police. You know what that is? My tax dollars, right? So we have certain government regulations that we need to stay in place. So it's not about tax evasion. But here's my problem. Why are you overpaying your taxes? Why are you getting, we'll get into that in a second. Why are you giving away too much money and not having enough money when they already taken a third of your money? So the reason, again, most people don't have enough money to invest, the answer is simple. Your dollar loses value every day, and then the taxes take a third of your money. Now, we're going to talk about how to minimize taxes. Tax evasion is you don't even put on the return, right? When you file your taxes, you got money you didn't tell them about hidden somewhere overseas, and then you told them you made this. That's tax evasion. So it's totally different. Wealthy people don't overpay their taxes. Third thing, debt. We went over this. Now, on my timeline, you'll see this in more detail last night. You just go to my timeline, scroll down, and you'll see January 14th. But debt is the third reason most people don't have enough money. Here's a question for you guys. Why are you paying for things 2 and 3 times? You ever thought about that? You bought one car, but by the time it's over, you paid for 2. You went to school for 4 years, but by the time you paid the student loans off, you went to school for 14 years. It's called interest. Interest is the penalty you pay for the right to own something in advance you cannot afford. That's what interest is. Now, let's get the watch party going, man. Get the watch party going. I'm telling you, let's go and have a, let's make 2019 different. We party and celebrate all New Year's, then you come in New Year's in the same financial situation. Let's get this watch party going. Let's go ahead and talk about these things, because if people don't understand interest and how it can either work for you or against you, you'll always be broke. You'll always be broke. Here's what you have to remember. Anytime you hear the word interest, a loan is involved. Never forget that. Anytime you hear the word interest, a loan is involved. Let me show you something real quick. So take a second. Actually, I can't do it. It's on my phone, but I'll show it to you guys tomorrow. So if the word interest, a checking account has interest, that means they're lending your money, or they wouldn't be able to give you the little negative 1% interest you're getting. So when you hear the word interest, credit card has interest. That means you're paying back more than you borrowed, because your money goes out into the atmosphere, if you will, or the economy. And now that money goes out into the economy, the extra interest on your credit card sends somebody else to school. The extra interest on your student loan sends somebody else car note. See, it's a big bundle of loans. They take the interest from all the consumers that are giving 2 and 3 times the amount, and they make more money off your money. When you understand that debt is the enemy of your success, you will get out of debt quickly. We have people that are going from the 500 credit score to 750 club. We got people going from no credit score at all to high 600s. You can get a house with over 670. You can get a decent house with over 670, a decent house over 640. So a lot of times it's about doing small things to help change your whole financial situation. Let's get the watch party going. Let's get it going. All right? So the 4 things keeping you from succeeding so far. 1, inflation, dollar dropping every day. 2, taxes, money coming off the top of your check before you see it. 3, debt, more money going out and working for other people than working for you. And 4 is big business. Man, this is what we call capitalism at its finest. Now, let me tell you why I say this. If you think about this, every single month, there's something to celebrate. I want you guys to go see that on my webinar again, on my timeline from yesterday. But there's always a holiday. Here comes Valentine's. As soon as Christmas was over and New Year's was over, they already had the teddy bears and the pink hearts on the shelves. So what you got to say to yourself is, you know what? And this is an epiphany I want everybody to have. I want you to think about this for a minute. None of the things I'm talking about are bad if you're on the right side of them. Inflation is good if your house inflated. So if you got your house for $290 and today it's worth $380 and that $110 in equity, guess what that is? Inflation. See, inflation is not bad if you're on the right side. Taxes aren't bad if you got your money in a municipal bond and the local municipality and the taxes are giving you a return. See, there's nothing wrong with taxes when you're making money off of them. See, debt isn't bad if you are the lender and not the borrower. See, money is working for you because somebody didn't have enough money. So we show you and teach you how to put your money in certain areas that have interest rates higher than inflation. We're talking about, Brian, I can't get no 10%. Who told you that? Oh, the person that don't want you to have it. Brian, I can't get 14%. I can't get 17%. I've gotten over 100,000%. See, you're taught to buy somebody else's investment. So they give you crumbs on a dollar, but you don't know. You were never taught to go out and get 100,000% return on your money. You were never taught to go get a 10,000% return on your money. Those are the kind of things I'm going to show you right now. It's income shifting. But that's another webinar on that part. I just want to show you that part. Debt, big business, stop giving your money away, okay? Let's talk about the emphasis. Sales is cool. I spent the first 15 years of my life in sales. Very, very blessed to retire when I was 22, but lost $1 million. Why? No strategy. Once I learned that I had to have a strategy, that's when I realized that it was a different game. You see? So the strategy side of the business is what I'm going to show you tonight, and I'm going to show you the pink elephant in the room. So write down this concept or put this in the comments. I must shift my income. That's the key. That's the eye-opener that you have to have in 2019. You got to shift your income. You got to stop listening to people who have less money than you give you their opinion so that you can end up exactly where they are. You see, the minute I stop listening to people who have less money than me, my income shot through the ceiling. I want to be the brokest person in the room. Now, if I'm in the top 5% income earners in the country, and I'm the brokest person in the room, then I got to be around some heavy hitters. I got tired of being around people where all we talked about was what we didn't have. I want y'all to think about the conversations you having right now. Think about it. I got to get my hair done. Me too. I'm waiting till Friday. That's when I get paid. Fellas, I want this. You know, I got tired of, look, guys, y'all don't know nothing about this. When I was coming up, broke as a joke, I did what's called sleeve shopping. You know what sleeve shopping is? Sleeve shopping is when you see the shirts you want, and you see the suits you want, you see the jackets you want, but instead of looking at the clothes, looking at the shirt, jacket, and shoes, you look at the sleeve first. And then if the price is not what you want, you don't want it no more. It was a dope jacket till you sleeve shop. So I was sleeve shop. Let me look at these sleeves first. Nah. Yeah, it ain't that nice. You see what I'm saying? I got tired of sleeve shopping. Now, I don't really go to the mall, right? I'm blessed enough to have somebody bring me the clothes. Why? Because I changed my mindset. But if I do go to the mall, I'm not sleeve shopping. I want that and that and that. Why? Because now it's about abundance. I'm rolling out a campaign this month called Freedom, Options, and Choices. It's going to kill you guys. You're going to love it. Because you don't, nothing changes until you start giving yourself some freedom, options, and choices. You got to have it. You got to have it. You deserve it. You don't get it unless you start shifting your income, though. What does shifting your income mean? First, you got to increase your cash flow. Second, you got to open up a business. With the cash flow that we help you increase, you start a home-based business, and then we show you how to get dividends, capital gains. We show you how to get appreciation on your money. Okay, that's called income shifting. Taking your money out the highest tax bracket, which is a W-2, That's the highest tax bracket. Nothing wrong with a job, but that's the highest one. Then you got to shift it through a 1099, because what the government does, they let you lower your taxes if you have a business. Now, why would they do that? Well, I want you to think about it. In their mind, the business owner is the one providing the opportunities. So if I have a business, or if you have a business and you hire me, well, you're helping with unemployment because you have people working. So if unemployment is low, people are spending money because they're getting paid. Business owners are one of the reasons unemployment is low. So they give you a tax break so the business owner's cash flow stays high so they can keep payroll going. They can keep orders coming in. They can keep inventory in the business. They can keep feeding families, because if they don't, the people have to go see the government. So the government says, hold up, let's give the business owner a break. He or she can write off their cell phone and lower the taxes. Legally, ethically, morally. He or she can write off their internet and lower the taxes. Legally, ethically, morally. He or she can write off some square footage. So here in my office, guess what? This counts for some of the square footage. They take the total square footage of the house, carve out my office, carve out my theater, carve out my training room, carve out my great room. You subtract that from the square footage, put in a formula, you get to write off that much in business deductions. Some of your utilities, some of your eating out, some of your meals and entertainment. Question, why don't you have a business? Answer, they didn't teach you to get one. It ain't hard, guys. When you little, they teach you to get a job. Then when you get older, they go, you should have got a small business. Well, hell, why didn't you tell me that 20 years ago? So, income shifting is taking the tax savings that I'm going to show you now, using that money to start a business that I'm going to show you now. Then you take the money from what we call strategy 1 and 2, because of the tax minimization, we out of debt. We snowball the tax savings into the debt, get the debt down to 0. Now you have enough money to invest. That's called income shifting. So what you got to do is hurry up and shift your income. Don't worry about anything else but that. Let's get the watch party going, man. Y'all want me to, what I need to do? Do I need to crank something up? Let's get the watch party going. So, here's how. This is very simple. $49 one time. We teach you the strategies, the software, the system, and the success. It's $34.95 a month. Now you have a home-based business. People miss this. Back in 1970, Congress passed laws. In the 70s, they passed laws that extended the business owner's rights and privileges and deductions to the home-based business owner. So you don't need the brick and mortar that you used to have. You don't need it. In other words, back in the day, I had to have a building with a lease, and all this stuff to get these big deductions. Well, Congress said, you know what? Let's pass those same benefits, and this is in the 70s, to the home-based business owner. So if the economy ever got bad, they could just crank up their home-based business. So let's give them the same deductions that we would give a traditional business owner. See, they want you to have a business so you can stay out of their pockets. It's a win-win. That's why they give you the tax break. So we teach you those strategies that you gotta learn. Question, why? This is the elephant in the room tonight now. I'll tell you, I'm doing these tomorrow and Thursday. Thursday will be 30 minutes later, by the way. It'll be 9:30 on Thursday. But here's the question. Why aren't you hiring your children? I'll wait. Oh. Why aren't you hiring your children? Some of us have children, and we let them go get a job. Nothing wrong with a job. Nothing wrong with work. My son works for me. Why? Because by law, I can pay him $12,000 with no tax implications at all. That's the cap. So I give my son, who's 15, $1,000 a month. Now, he doesn't get the money. Let me just make sure that's clear. It's put into his account. I'm the custodial. It's on payroll. It's documented. Why? He makes sure my office stays straight. Why? He hooks up my social media, these videos. Why? When I do my conventions and my seminars, like March 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, write it down, put that in the comments. Be there or be square live. We're going to shut it down again at Game Changer. He helps me set up the equipment. He helps me take the equipment. He helps me take down the equipment. He helps me set up the stage, the chairs. He helps the DJ. He helps the audio guy. He helps my video guy. He helps all of those things. I pay him $1,000 a month. So Dad, because of a $49 investment, gets to take my gross income and subtract $12,000. And it stayed in the house. The income was legally, ethically, and morally shifted to payroll for my son. Now, when it's time to go to college, if he chooses, he's been working since he was 3 years old. See, these are the things we teach you. So if I make $60,000, for example, I get to deduct $12,000. Now, instead of taxing me on $60,000, you tax me on $48,000. Because I didn't make $60,000. $12,000 went out in expenses to one of my employees. But no, not most people. They want to send their employees to McDonald's. Now, McDonald's, they want to send their children to McDonald's. Now, McDonald's get the tax write-off. You see? Come on, man. Strategy. Some of y'all looking at this $49.95, $34 a month. We give you the strategy, all the software. These are the things I'm stressing tonight. The system and the success. $1.17 a day. So, watch this. This is the elephant in the room. Now, if you can't see this screen, don't worry about it. I'm going to read you something real quick. This is from the IRS website. Internal Revenue Service. Let's get the watch party going. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. The IRS says, this was over 15 years ago. Where does your refund come from? Because it's that time. Everybody's getting all excited. It comes from your wallet or purse when you tell your employer how much to withhold. Now, let me say this again. I majored in English. I got my degree in 1997 in English. I thought I was going to law school. God had another plan for me. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, did I just disappear? I'm sorry. Thank you. God had another plan. I didn't go to law school. But with my degree, here's what I learned. Re means again. Fund means money. A tax refund is your money again. So why do we celebrate a tax refund? Because they got everybody thinking that that's the biggest check they'll ever see once a year. So the IRS put this on their website. You might be using the extra refund as a forced savings. But Uncle Sam does not pay interest on refunds. Putting the money in any type of savings account or paying down debts might be a better option. Now look, this is not Brian Bean. This is the IRS telling you. Why are you giving them, paraphrasing, a free loan? You might be using the extra withholdings that you let them keep as a forced savings method. This is their words. But Uncle Sam does not pay interest on refunds. So you're giving them a free loan. They go out, make money on it, then give you some next year back. And we go, woo, it's tax time. It's tax time. See, you have a watch party on that, but you won't have a watch party on this. You won't bring your friends around and learn this. It's tax time. It's tax time. Then you go out, and what's the first thing you do? Pay your debt off that you got in? What's the next thing you do? Go buy something new that you've been craving? What's the next thing you do? Go out of town? Why? Because had you had your money during the year, you wouldn't even be in debt. Had you had your money during the year, you could take the vacation whenever you're ready. But you gave it to them in taxes, and you wait on them next year. Man, how much can I get back? Get back? How much can I get front? I'm sorry, I'm starting to get a little aggressive. Get back? I'm just saying, it makes me a little mad. How much can I get front? Why am I getting something back? How much can I get up front? Brian, I'm going, oh, if you do that. That's what somebody taught you. You have a business, it's totally different. So, what does this look like? This is called multiple streams of income. We're going to take the tax dollars. Let's say we save you $450 because you got a $50 business. We save you $450 in taxes. Now we're going to take the $450, we're going to double down on your debt. So instead of giving your car $450, we give them $900. The regular $450 and the new $450. Now this is where people mess up. Man, I ain't giving them people $900. Yes, you are. You giving it to people anyway. It was going to the government and the banks. Now you're giving it to the bank to hurry up and knock it out and let the government pay off your car. Woo! Let the government pay off your car. Send them $900. Now the car note that you know you hate is gone in 18 to 24 months instead of 36 to 48 to 72. You see? Now the car is gone. So you don't have any more credit cards because we snowballed that out the way. The tax dollars during the year paid that off. We took the credit card money, doubled down on the car note, paid that off. Now you'll have no car note, no credit card. Question. How much more money would you have if your debt was zero? If you owed nobody anything, how much more money would you have? That's deep. So, we're going to take the income from the business that I'm going to show you, because you can introduce people if you choose to. You don't have to. And you can start earning residual income every month. So if the business, the home-based business is bringing you, say, $1,000, you don't even have to hit it out the park. You got a $1,000 check coming every month. You got the tax savings. You look at your expenses and lower them. You got the debt money coming back in. The money has successfully been shifted back to you. Now let's get the watch party going. Let's get that watch party. At the end, I might even play some music. Now you got 5 streams of income, 4 of them dominoed into your investment account. Now you got some money. Now you don't have to wait on retirement. Brian, how did you retire at 22? Easy. I stopped giving everybody my money. See, if you want to be wealthy, anybody can be wealthy. But in order to do that, you got to first get your money back from the people that's stopping you from getting wealthy. So, here's what I want to specialize in tonight, and I am gone. Listen. Type this in the notes. Excellent record keeping. Excellent record keeping. Excellent record keeping is this. We give you a tool called a cash flow manager. Now, what is that? The cash flow manager is an app that you keep on your cell phone. Now, you take this app, and when you go out to eat, for example, you take a picture of the receipt. You upload the picture. It says, is this an expense or income? It's an expense. You keep up with your receipts. Mileage. Eating out. Take a picture. The software from your phone then transfers online to a spreadsheet. They communicate. Your phone, which is connected to our app, your app connected to your phone. Then the spreadsheet is connected to the software that you purchased for $34.95, all included, the $49 one time. $34.95 for the hosting and a whole bunch of other things we give you. Now, at the end of the year, you just print this out or put it on a thumb drive and hand it to your CPA. You know what she's going to say or he's going to say? Thank you. Because everybody else brought me some envelopes with paper in them and I got to spend all night stacking them. You're like, no, here's my sheet. Here's my expenses. How much of my taxes can you lower now because I got a business? Now, if you don't have a business, you can't do this. If I don't have a business, I'm eating out, you eating out. Mine just go out the window. Yours lowers your taxes. If you have a business and I don't, I got internet, you got internet. Mine goes out the window. Yours lowers your taxes. More money for you. See, these are necessities, not niceties. These are necessities. I got a cell phone, you got a cell phone. Your cell phone bill lowers your taxable income. Mine goes out the door. So I'm getting hit twice. I got the expenses going out the door, internet, cell phone, eating out, gas, square footage, and I got the taxes. You got the same expenses, but not the taxes. Why do you keep getting hit twice? See, everybody want to sell their way to wealth. Everybody wants to work their way to wealth. Put this in the comments. Work and wealth are not synonymous. Okay? And if synonymous giving you a hard time on the spelling, just put work and wealth are not the same. Okay? So I don't know how to spell it either. S-Y-N-onymous. So the sheet is then printed out or put on a thumb drive, and voila, your taxable income comes down. You just have to keep excellent records. You don't have to be a CPA. Brian, what can I write off? What can I not write off? It's in the app. If you scroll down the app and it's not in there, you can't click it. Chances are you can't write it off because our app was done by an IRS auditor. So it's audit proof. So if it's in the app and you scroll, oh, there's some stuff I can write off, then go for it. So now that the taxes are down and you're excited, you can share that with people, and we earn checks every week. We get paid direct deposit every Friday. Now, you don't have to share the business, and that's okay. But believe it or not, you can do things like this, like plug them into me. Plug them into me tomorrow. I'm doing the same thing tomorrow at 9 o'clock. I'm doing the same thing 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. I'm doing the same thing Thursday at 9:30. Make a note. So now you start getting checks. I was fortunate enough to be the first person to earn a 5-figure check for 1 week's worth of work. And what, can you imagine? You get $10,000 for, it was about 7 to 10 days worth of work. I made $10,000. My job that I worked out of college wouldn't have gave me $10,000 in 3 months. But that's my point to everybody. If you shift your mindset, you shift your income. And that's our motto. Like, we do an event called Game Changer. And it's March 1st through 3rd this year. And I'm telling you guys, man, Friday night, the leadership, to get you mentally prepared. Saturday, finances. Sunday, business building. When you see that breakdown of all 3 days, just being around people, connecting with people, you got to shift your mindset and understand you are worth more than you getting paid right now. But the question is, what are you settling for? I just knew I was worth more. I knew I was worth 5 figures a week. Because who gonna tell me I'm not? See, your job, is nothing wrong with it. You gotta be thankful, but you're worth more than they're giving you. You know it, and I know it. You know it, and I know it. So, 5-figure checks, no problem. You gotta learn how to do it. Put this in the comments. Game Changer, ATL.com. We're gonna do it big like we always do. And seating is limited, right? Because we want it to be big enough where we have a lot of people, all the seats fill out. But we don't want it to be so big that you're not learning, right? So we're going to do some cool things as usual. Friday night leadership, Saturday all money and finances and wealth creation, and Sunday business building, interacting, the game shows, all the cool stuff that we do. So you got to get that in your head that, listen, I deserve more than I have right now. That's what I said to myself, and next thing you know, I was making more in a month than my job was paying me all year. From a home-based business, man. You start having $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 months. You start looking at things totally different than you do when you're making that annually. I can promise you that. I don't care what nobody tells you. So before we go, the third thing, so now we've shifted our income by lowering our taxes. I went over that with the record keeping tonight and the government refund. And you got to start thinking different about that. Now we took the tax dollars and the government said open a home-based business and we'll give you even more deductions. So we took that philosophy. Now we have some money because it came back from your sources. See, you gotta get your money first back from the people who taking it from you. Y'all too busy out here trying to make more money. That's fine. But what about the money you got bleeding out? Can we get that first? Then you start getting compound interest and higher rates of return on your money, and guess what? Money pays the least amount of taxes. Let's get the watch party going. Money doesn't pay the taxes that labor pays. Money, appreciation, capital gains, dividends doesn't pay the same high rate that wages do. when you get that, you'll start having watch parties. Because now the government set it up where, because of that low tax rate, anywhere from 10 to 15%, 67% of all wealthy people's money is made with money. So that means not only they're making a lot of money, because they're making it with money, and because they're making it with what's called non-wage income, it's not taxed the same. So how much of your money and your net worth is wage income, and how much of your money and your net worth is non-wage income? And now you'll see how much you're giving away and how much you're keeping.
All right, now you know the benefits of joining MyEcon. So what I'm going to ask you to do right now, if you're ready to get started, go ahead on and click that link in the description. If you have some questions, my number will be in the description. You can contact me on Facebook, and I can answer any questions that you may have. Also, if you go ahead on and get signed up today, the quicker I can get you plugged into the groups in Facebook and quickly get the training over to you, so you can actually start applying the strategies within inside of MyEcon and reap the benefits of MyEcon benefits. Okay, so that's what I want you to do right now. Click that link in the description. Go ahead and get signed up. If you have any questions, give me a call, contact me on Facebook, send me a text message. However you feel comfortable with doing it, just let me know, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. So what I want you to do right now, click that link in the description and get started. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Leave a comment if you have any comments. Like this video, share the video with somebody you know that may need it. And I look forward to bringing other videos to you that's going to help you on your journey to becoming financially free. Peace. Have a great day today and a better day tomorrow. Click the link in the description.